rabbit out of our hat, and I was just like going, oh. Good morning, everybody. We'll get started in just a minute here. I want to remind everyone that we will do a question and answer after the demos. So if you wanted to ask any questions, you will need to be logged into Google using your Google credentials, and you'll ask questions by typing into the chat window on the side of the screen. We'll get going in just a minute. Thanks. All right, let's light this candle. Hello everybody, and welcome to our Contex live demonstration webinar. My name is Rich Geigel.
I'm Andrew Brockhouse.
And we are with National AZON, the North American distributor for Contex product. And you will see that behind us we've assembled quite a bit of Contex technology, including 4 different scanners, 2 different technologies, embedded controllers, external controllers, and some productivity enhancing hardware features. So to start off today, what we're going to do is, with the magic of technology, throw you back to the East Coast, to the Contex USA offices, and Mr. Jerry Gooderow of Contex is going to give you a short presentation on technology, and then we'll welcome you back here for 4 individual product demonstrations. Okay? Take it away, Jerry.
Hello, thank you for joining us for our virtual demonstration today. This is Jerry Gooderow with Contex Americas, and I'll be giving you a brief overview of the 4 Contex large format scanners being presented by our partners from National AZON Equipment. Starting with the Contex IQ Quattro X, then the IQ Flex large format flatbed, the HD Ultra X CCD camera scanner, and finishing up with our SD1 Plus series large format portable scanner. And also focusing on the National AZON Zero Turn Productivity Center to enhance the capabilities of the users of the Contex large format scanners. Starting with our IQ Quattro X, available in 36-inch as the IQ Quattro X 3650 and 3690 model scanners, and in 44-inch in the IQ Quattro X 4450 and 4490 model scanners. These are 1200 dpi optical CIS or contact image sensor technology scanners that can scan up to 17.8 inches a second in 24-bit color. 4 configurations available as a standalone with our Next Image remote software application installed on a tablet, as a ScanStation Pro, or as an MFP Repro system. Shown here, the IQ Quattro X MFP Repro, configured with a tall stand above a printer up to 47 inches high. And as the IQ Quattro X ScanStation Pro, both the ScanStation Pro and the MFP Repro come bundled together with the full suite of Next Image 5 Repro software. Next, we have our IQ Flex large format flatbed scanner. This is an 18-inch by 24-inch C-size flatbed scanner with Wi-Fi and cloud capabilities built in, and a built-in controller with an ability to also utilize the full suite of Next Image 5 software on a scanning workstation located on your network, as well as the ability to use the Contex Link software to deliver scans securely to any member of your work group, as well as to scan to email, scan to USB stick, and as I mentioned before, scan directly to a variety of cloud drive locations. 2 unique features for a large format scanner. In the IQ Flex book scanning, giving you the ability for page separation and saving to multi-page formats, as well as oversized scanning. As I mentioned before, the IQ Flex is an 18 by 24-inch C-size large format scanner, but with the oversized scanning wizard, it can scan up to 24 inches by 36 inches. Specifications for the IQ Flex available on the data sheet, downloadable from Contex.com. Next up, we have our large format CCD camera series of scanners in our HD Ultra X series, available in 36, 42, and 60-inch widths, 1200 dpi optical, up to 17.8 inches a second, 24-bit color scanning speed. 3 configurations available as a standalone, configured with the Next Image remote software on a tablet, or as a ScanStation Pro system. Shown here with the HD Ultra X ScanStation Pro 6090 model scanner, 60-inch wide. Now, both the HD Ultra X and the IQ Quattro X offer outstanding productivity and speeds well over 850 E-size color scans per hour. And in order for an operator to be able to keep up with the speeds of a scanner that fast, the best option is for the National AZON Zero-Turn Scanning Productivity Center. Shown here with the IQ Quattro X, as well as the HD Ultra X, configured left or right side. Such high productivity and such a small footprint, giving your scanner operators the ability to keep up with the Contex large format scanners. We'll be seeing a live demonstration coming up next. One last scanner of ours to take a look at is our SD1 Plus series. This is our entry-level large format 36 and 24-inch SD1 Plus scanners, including the NextImage free software, as well as the NextImage Twain driver, optional stands, and the ability to run the scanner with the full suite of NextImage software is available. This is a full-featured and compact version of our much-loved SD3600 series scanner. While this is a large format portable, also many consider a desktop model scanner, we do have dedicated scans available with document catch baskets included. Specifications for the SD1 Plus are available on the Contex.com site. Thank you very much for your time. Again, this is Jerry Godero with Contex Americas, and I'll turn things over to Andrew and Rich from National AZON to show you the live demonstrations you've come for. Thank you very much.
Okay, welcome back everybody. And Jerry, thank you for that great presentation on Contex technologies and products. Jerry walked you through all of the basic features of the products and the specifications, and so I thought now...
Yeah, let's show each of the machines. Let's run a couple of scans and show them what it can do.
Okay, sounds good, Andrew. Okay, welcome back to the live demonstration portion of the webinar today. And I also wanted to mention that after Andrew and I demonstrate each of the scanners and the productivity features up here today, we'll do a live question and answer session after all of this. So if you would like to ask any questions, you're going to need to be logged into YouTube with your Google credentials. And once you've done that, you're going to use the chat window. I think it's on the right side of your screen to enter in your questions, and we'll handle them from here. So thank you for that. And thank you for attending again today. So the first scanner we want to show is the IQ Quattro X. We have this IQ Quattro 4490 version on our demo floor. It also comes in a 24-inch and a 36-inch version. We have it sitting on what we call a scan station stand. It comes with a document basket to collect your scanned images. It comes with a 21-inch touch monitor and a keyboard tray. The PC is an option. We are also showing it with Contex has been smart enough to design a little groove in the top of the scanner to allow you to put a tablet in there because they do have a piece of software called NextImage Remote that runs on a tablet and allows you to operate the features of the scanner from that tablet. This is a CIS or contact array imaging scanner. It has dual LED lighting. It of course is color. It's a high production scanner. We're going to run it at 300 dpi today, so we're running it about 12 inches per second, but it'll go up to about 18 inches per second at 200 dpi.
High production, yeah.
High production, yeah. It's really the best combination of speed, quality, and productivity in the Contex product line, and it's the #1 selling scanner in the Contex product line. So there you go, 300 dpi scans, Andrew.
Yep, so I've got my original. First thing I want to let you know is that all of our Quattro and HD Ultra and all of our Contex solutions are driven by our NextImage software, or can be driven by our NextImage software. It is PC-based software we're going to demonstrate here today. And of course, we also have the remote that goes along with it. And the remote essentially just has the main features that you'll see in NextImage. It means you don't have to reach for a mouse or a keyboard to make changes for brightness and any other adjustments you need to make. But I'm just going to feed this original in. It's face up. I'm going to press my scan button here. My first scan. You see, very, very fast scan. Doggone it, I got to get my original out. I'll put my next scan in. And I've got it in batch mode. So Next Image Repro will allow us to do batch scanning like this and just keep feeding our originals in. And it'll automatically number. Now, this has the most buffer in memory in the scanner, so that if I, for instance, were to take a very large scan, okay, and if I was even to scan at even high resolution, the memory inside the scanner will make it so that it continuously scans through, and the USB 3 high-speed interface will get it to the PC as fast as all that. Very fast. But there are times when you want it to go slower. When you have maybe a delicate original or something thin, there are buttons here for changing the speed to something slower. If I feed my original in, nice and delicate, this is what we call our soft handling. And it's not a function we have to reach for in the software. We can move directly from the front panel to get that scanned in. Does a great job. This IQ Quattro 1200 DPI production CIS scanner. You're going to love it.
Okay, moving right along. We're going to show you next the IQ Flex. This is a little bit different product line in the Contex lineup. As you can see, this is a flatbed scanner, and it is once again CIS imaging technology like the IQ Quattro is. This is for scanning things like books, textiles, irregular shaped items, thick items. In this, obviously, the contact array imaging sensors move underneath the document versus the document moving through the scanner like the other scanners do. As I mentioned, CIS, it comes with an onboard controller, all right, so it doesn't need a PC. However, there are some benefits to operating this with an additional PC. It'll also scan directly to USB, so it's a real functional scanner. The top of it comes off too. I won't do it now, but this actually lifts straight up and off the scanner, so if you're doing thicker items or irregularly shaped items, that cover can come right off. And then Andrew is going to show, like he has done in the past, show you some of the scanned images now. Mr. Brockhaus?
Let me grab myself an original. So this is a bit of wall covering. It's got a texture to the material itself. And I'm going to put the scan face down. And I'll push this down and show you some of the interface. So it's very much like any other copier, so that you have places to put your sticky notes and your paper clips, etc. It's a USB stick here that allows you to scan directly to USB. We can also scan using this menu here. It's a nice touch-driven menu. I can scan to PC. I can scan to email directly. I can make a copy. I also have functions for Dropbox. But right now I'm just going to scan to USB. Okay, I've got different options for document full color and my resolution and another function called validate. I'm going to say yes here, PDF, and I'll run the scan. Also connected to the back, you've got Ethernet as well as wireless. We've also got a wireless connection, so you can connect in a number of different ways, USB, wireless, or Ethernet. Now if we go back to the overhead, we can see on this display, it's a little blown out so you can't see on the camera, but I can actually view the scan that I've got, and I can actually mark it up or crop it. I've got a number of different functions right here before I click save. And it's on the USB stick. Okay. Now, again, I have the ability to do these textures materials. I've got full color graphics or other fabric type materials. There's a special mode for scanning books. Let me set these aside. if I take and place my original down here where it shows me a book angle, this plate moves up and down, and I can then allow it to not break a spine. And if I scan and select the mode as book, it'll do multiple steps to make multiple files left and right side for my for my book scan. Okay. I also have the capability of doing an oversized with a stitch. So if I have this nice 24 by 36 inch sheet and I only have 18 by 24 inch scan capability, I can say I need to scan some size instead of auto size. I say, no, I've got a 24 by 36. And it will then prompt me to go ahead and go into a scan mode, which will allow me to scan oversized drawings in multiple steps. Okay. Lastly, and again, so it'll go through in multiple steps, and it has a wizard here to show me which way to put the original in. I'm going to take and actually now just take another original. Okay. One of the best things that you can do, I think I had my newspaper here a minute ago. Okay. Allows you to do these more delicate originals, and I can scan to the network. So if we show the PC over here, I can go back and I will select scan to network this time. And it is, there we are, to a network PC. It asks me what user I want to be, and it will put it in a specific folder on my PC once it scans. So using the network, okay, with a special piece of software called Context Link and a PIN number, it'll put it in a specific folder. Or I can use Next Image just as we did before. I just choose a different scanner if I've got multiple scans, and I can then scan to from the IQ Flex to the Next Image software. Okay. Very versatile system, allows you to use it with the PC or without, flatbed scanning, up to 24 by 36 and multiple steps, book scanning, and separated sheets. Another excellent product from Contex.
We're now ready to show you the flagship of the product line, the Contex HD Ultra X. And we've got it connected to the Zero Turn Scanning Productivity Center. So the scanner itself is a camera scanner. It's color, of course. It's a high production scanner. This particular unit is a 4290, meaning it's 42 inch. It also comes in a 36 inch mode and a 60 inch model. Mentioned it's a camera scanner. They're 4-channel cameras, so that you do RGB and a separate channel for black, for productivity and for quality. It's a 48-bit scanner that returns 24-bit. We're operating it with Next Image Remote, or Next Image Remote can be connected to the tablet here. As a groove in the top of the OTAC, just like the Contex Quattro does. We're running it with the National AZON Intel NUC PC over here, which we've sold quite a few of. If you're going to do a high production scanner, you want a high production PC. That's a solid state hard drive i7 processor, and would you say Thunderbolt?
Thunderbolt for USB 3.
USB 3.0. The scanner has a very high speed data connection, so when you're sending data to the PC, it moves that stuff through the pipeline as fast as possible. All right, and I mentioned we have it connected to our Zero Turn Scanning Productivity Center. So takes up less than 25 square feet of space, comes with a keyboard and monitor. They can be mounted left or right, and they're very easily moved. So if you've got in a production environment multiple operators who need to move it to accommodate height and things like that, can be done very easily. On the top shelf here is where all of your originals go. And on the back shelf, which we have a separate camera we'll show you, is where the scanned originals collect. It's a highly productive center. I can save you like 300% of time. So it pays for itself in no time flat, again, in a production environment. It's also on wheels, so you can move it around your shop if need be. And
Put
I
a
think,
Quattro on it too, not just the HD
oh, yeah,
Ultra.
right. The Quattro can fit on this stand as well, so it's for both Quattro and HD Ultra. We do also make a 60-inch version of it for 60-inch scanners. So, Mr. Brockhouse, let's show them some scans.
Yep. Well, first I want to say, again, the HD Ultra being the flagship, high-end CCD camera-based scanner, we can actually scan to 48-bit raw scans for high-quality originals in color. So let me take this and just feed it in. This is a face-down unit. It has extra sensors so that it can scan the size of my original without having to do a shoe shine. And bam, just that fast, our high-speed PC, USB 3, and the HD Ultra gets our color scan to the PC immediately. I'll also say something about the PCs provided by National AZON. They're preloaded with Next Image to make your installations that fast. So we're just going to take and scan some black and white drawings, again, face down on this unit. Or sorry, take and draw some CAD style drawings so you can see when you're doing your productivity, and you're going to probably want it face down in the future for my settings. I can get these scanned through very quickly. Now, additionally, it has that same soft handling mode buttons. So I will select my buttons and go with a medium soft handling. So if I have delicate originals, some original blue prints with taped edges, etc., I may want to use that soft handling function. But I also have the capability, I'm going to grab my original here, of being able to do a mounted board. I simply release my OTAC, which brings this up to a height of almost ½ an inch, and I feed my board in, and then I lower the OTAC down till it's gripping my original. Take it out, and I get ready to feed. And with my soft handling turned on, feeds right through. Okay? And that gives me the ability to do many more projects that I could with a standard scanner. The HD Ultra X, the best scanner you can buy.
Okay, and the final scanner we want to go over today is the Contex SD1 Plus. That's this guy sitting right here. Now this is the 36-inch version. It also comes in a 24-inch version. It is, once again, a CIS scanner. So we've got CIS in SD1 Plus, in the iFlex, and in the Quattro X. The only camera scanner we showed you today was the HD Ultra. It is a very compact scanner. It's made for personal use and for moving around, so it can go from project to project. This scanner is really light. I think this particular one is about 25 pounds. We have it, or we're showing it here, connected to an MFP high stand, so it can sit up above an inkjet printer. We've got it up above our Canon TM300. It ships with a piece of software called Next Image Free, and it just comes on a USB stick. Next Image Free does not give you copy capability, but Contex Next Image Repro would. So if you want to turn this into a MFP, you certainly can. All of the products we showed you here today have high stands available for them to turn them into MFP to talk to various inkjet and LED devices. Andrew, what did I miss?
Well, it also comes with a Twain driver, so you can run it from other applications.
Right.
And don't forget that the SD1 has a brother product called the SD1MF,
Right.
which includes the same controller that the IQ Flex has. that would allow you, it is more expensive, but it would allow you to make a full functioning copier directly from a integrated interface from the top.
Yeah, without a
scanner.
PC.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So works great in those places. You know, I saw one in a UPS store the other day. Yeah, with the display up top,
Yeah,
and
they
they
have
just
a lot of them.
make copies or scan to USB or Dropbox. Lots of different ways to utilize this very highly functional, very mobile, inexpensive scanning unit.
Good. Okay, so I think that concludes the live demonstration portion of the webinar today. And as I mentioned earlier, we're going to have a question and answer period. So let's jump into that right away. Again, you have to be logged in using their Google credentials, and you're going to use the chat window on the right side of your screen to enter any questions. If you don't wish to open questions or ask questions, you can always go to our website, azon.com. I think we can roll that around the bottom of the screen for you. You can see any of these products online. There's also a bunch of good videos available for them. So thanks again for your time today. Let's roll into question and answer.
Yeah, I'm certain somebody's going to ask a question. I'm going to reset this.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, we're back live. Time for questions and answers.
Yep.
You give the questions, we'll try to give some answers. I wanted to take a moment to thank everybody again for taking the time to spend with us today. If you have further suggestions for us of webinars you'd like to see in the future, azon.com, go to info@azon.com, send us an email. We'll be happy to oblige. Also, if anyone is watching the video today, or excuse me, the webinar today, and wanted to see a specific demonstration, possibly with your originals, anything like that, we're more than happy to do that for you. Info@azon.com, let us know. We'll get in touch with you. Okay? So that, we got a few questions, Vicki.
How do I locate a Contex dealer?
How do I locate a Contex dealer or reseller? Okay, so that's easy too. Go to azon.com. There is Find a Reseller, and get in touch with us, or literally just send an email to info@azon.com with your contact information. We will make sure one of our authorized resellers gets in contact with you.
Another one?
What is the largest size that iFlex can scan?
The iFlex, the largest size.
Yeah.
That's
iFlex?
24 by 36.
Yeah, it's 24 by 36 in two steps. That's what is called oversize or stitching mode. It's just a two-step process.
Yeah.
Simple, and it flawlessly stitches it back together.
No.
Can a Quattro copy to an inkjet?
Can the IQ Quattro copy to an inkjet?
Right.
Absolutely. Next Image software has built-in drivers.
Yeah, it's all software dependent.
Yeah.
It's not hardware dependent.
Yeah. So any modern printer that you've got, inkjet style printer, wide format predominantly, the drivers are built into Next Image, and it will act like a rip station and get the sizes right and rotations. It can even handle different pages, multiple pages, etc. So yeah, it can take care of that for you.
And that was Vicki that just popped in frame there. So, hi Vicki. Now we have to pay her, right?
Yeah. Put her on the credits.
So,
Let's see if
anything else in terms of questions there, Vic?
Another question here.
Let's see.
Well, so we've got all these machines here. If there's something you want to see specifically, put it in the chat. We'll take an original and push it through the system and see what comes out. If you got a question, now's the time to fire it at us.
And we love doing these webinars. So if there are, again, specific items you want to see in our product line, specific items you want to see relative to context, they've also got a brand new, one of their companies, Scan Dimension, has a brand new 3D scanner coming out. I think we want to do
Yep.
some video and some a webinar on that coming up. And so any other suggestions, info@azon.com. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah. So we get samples from customers that want to see them scanned. This is a customer sample that somebody sent in.
Wallpaper.
Yeah, some wallpaper.
Right.
We had some books. They say, hey, I've got a yearbook. How does the IQ Flex work?
Data surveys.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Lots
County.
of things. Oh, another interesting was like fabric patterns or something like that.
Yeah.
See how things.
Yeah,
If you
textile
have a
stuff.
special project that may require some scanning, absolutely, we can help see if that'll work out for you.
So no more questions. I think we'll just extinguish the candle now, since we lit the candle at the beginning. So thank you again, everybody, for participating. Thanks to everyone here at AZON for putting this all together. Thank you, Andrew, for your help.
You gotta say thank you to Context.
And thank you to,
Always.
Jerry at Context for his PowerPoint presentation. So we'll see you all again soon. Get in contact with us. Love to hear from you. Thank
Get
you.
in context with us.